Hey everybody, welcome to Cheesehead Trucker. Welcome back if you're a repeat offender. Okay, let's bring up the map. Where the hell is the map? Is it under navigation? World map. So I'm headed down to here. It's the closest repair center and fuel. So we'll get that and then we'll move on and find a load. If you all could have seen the last probably 10 minutes. Yeah. It was utter chaos. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. We're getting out of here. Climb into the wall here. Yep, I knew I was going to hit that. Alright. Because it gave you so much room. Turn around here. Yeah, it was definitely utter chaos. All I know is I got some things I have to work on. We're not going here. You go. I have, yeah. All of a sudden, everything quit working on me. Steering wheel didn't work. What the hell's going on? Then the send panel button box quit working. What the hell? Everything's working now, but somehow one of the cords got unplugged on my steering wheel, and then all I did was remove the plug-in from the back of the PC where the SIM panel was plugged in and plugged it into a USB splitter, and now that works fine. But in the process, because I kind of have my SIM panel button box Jimmy rigged, Jimmy rigged onto my reverse, not forward, onto my gear shift thing. Well, now that's just, it's dark. First of all, it's early in the morning, so it's dark in my office. I gotta get that lamp put together. Second of all, I had the little spacers that I had wedged in there disappeared. They're somewhere in the darkness. Now it's literally just sitting on top of my shifter plate. So, yeah, so that's been a thing. But we're gonna still grind out a video. Hopefully it doesn't turn into utter chaos. Anyway, welcome to the channel. 5 miles. I can't speed. I have this problem with the heavy foot. Cruise control. It's supposed to be a drawbridge, huh? I just seen a stoplight. Hopefully it was red or green. Most of it starts going up. That's kind of neat. But yeah, that's how my morning's going. You know. I was like, why is everything quit working? What happened? Something crap out on my other PC, which is a possibility because it is older. I don't know. Like, I don't have $2,000 to go buy a new PC. But it's working. We're back. Going the right lane or the left lane? I don't know. Take a lane and go. What the difference is. One goes that way. Guess we went to the right one. It's been a morning of mornings already. Now, after dinking around for 10, 15 still get this delivery in. I don't even know where we're going to be able to go. We ain't going anywhere until after I get fuel and repairs. So, I'm not going to get very far on 63 gallons, 468 miles. Yeah. So I know what I'll be doing this. What's today? Real date is the Thursday. So, yeah, I know what I'll be doing tomorrow or tonight when I get home. Bunking with all this stuff while it's still kind of light out. All an ass. It's not as bad as yesterday morning. Is this the repair center? It's way over there. Why wouldn't they put me over there? No, don't pull in that driveway. Pull in this driveway. I'll go against the grain here. I've never been a follower. Service. Repair all. No, replace all. Whatever. Do whatever you gotta do. I don't even care. Alright, now we need fuel. Get me out of here. Right across the street. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Traffic. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some this weekend if I don't get to it tonight. This weekend I am going to be tearing this thing apart and bolting things in place and using wire clips to get things secured. And then enter. But until then, well, this was the last videos of the week I was going to record anyway. So this one is the third one of the set of 3 that I like to do. And now I won't record anymore until Monday, probably. Again, I'm far enough ahead. I think we're going to do this as a thumbnail. As soon as that tank is full off the damn screen. Go away. It's not going to go away, because I'm in the... It's not, I'm in that thing. Let's just get a load. I don't even know where we're going. Let's see. Back to the first person here. My brain is like frozen. Escape. Jobs. Freight market. Where are we going from and to and whatever? So we're in Vancouver / Portland. Let's see what we got. Out of Vancouver. Coeur d'Alene. I don't want to go west. I want to go south. Ooh, California. Ooh, 580 miles. But that's taking me right where I want to go. California. Let's go. I have time this morning. But yes, it's definitely going to be cable management, and it's funny because that's kind of what I do at work, so. But at work, I'm on a big table in the work area, so I have room to move around. You know what I'm saying? It's not a confined space that I'm doing this in. Well, I guess once yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe you don't know. I'm getting paid to do that. Matter of fact, I got a lot of wiring to do today at work. But I like my job. I said, if you enjoy your work, enjoy your job, it's not I enjoy my job. I enjoy the people that I work with. Whatever. It's like a freaking roller coaster trying to get on the freeway. It's crazy. Enjoy all of it. And not being sarcastic or anything anyway. It's really do like my job. And I tell them that. I was talking to the boss the other day. And we were saying that, or he was saying, it's like, let's see, much better. We were saying, he's like, how long you been here? 6 months? No, it's only been 4. It'll be 5 coming up here. He's like, really? Boy. Because all the things you've done already, it just seems like you've been here longer. I said, it's all been great. So I'm happy to be here. And he said, the feeling's mutual. We're happy to have you. I said, well, I'm glad that it's mutual. But no, we're doing great. You're an asset to the company. It makes you, when you're appreciated at a company, you're happy. You know? Otherwise, most companies just take it for granted. This place doesn't do that. I mean, they expect you to do your job. And if you're not doing your job, they're going to get on you about it. But I have yet to have an issue with anybody saying anything about it. If anything, I go up above and beyond. Always early to work. I stay late if I have to. I don't have any issues with any of that. I think that's a turning point. I don't know. Yeah. Am I right back to where I was? I think I'm right back where I was. Yeah, I'm always early. Stay late if I have to. I mean, if something has to get done, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to worry about, oh, I got to go in 5 minutes. I'll continue on and work. They pay you overtime, I don't care. The most important thing is the job gets done on time. Freight market. Where are we going? We got some pipes or something, right? Large tubes. We're going to California. What are we going, Sacramento? Actually, that's good because I think there's a garage there that I want to buy. Sacramento. Is it Sacramento? Yeah, it's got to be Sacramento. I think that Northern California garage. What is it? Tight little squeeze, ain't it? I just hope I don't have to hit my button box too much. Because it's not bolted onto anything, it's just literally sitting on the thing. This is a effed up, I don't know what's on there right down here. Looks like we got. I definitely want to get this thing bolted. Definitely jacked here. Alright, I'm gonna hit the button to attach the trailer. I'm gonna try and go left. Right, sorry. Words are hard. Oop, that's forward. And reverse. Buttons backwards. Forward. That should be forward. That should still be forward. Buttons. There we go. Louise, boys. Oh, this isn't gonna be good. How are you supposed to? My third person camera. Look at that. Oh, they. Is it non-collision in here? I don't know. If I know. It's not non-collision. Keep pulling off. I don't know about those tires, boss. Alright. I didn't expect you to put me in a pickle like this. It's all messed up now. Yes. From the fiasco earlier, you guys did off camera. Well, it would have been on camera, but I completely deleted that video. I was in the middle of the recording. I'm like, what the? You didn't hear it. It didn't happen. If you did, I probably would have got violated some violations on YouTube for the language that was coming out of my pie hole. Happens. You don't smack your thumb with a hammer and go, oh, gosh, gee willers, that hurt. It's like, mother. Anyway. Better be able to turn right on red. I hit the button. Give me a ticket. But yeah, for my next goal before we do take any more big trips here is to bolt this thing down to the thing, first of all. Second thing is to do some work for the button box. And then, oh, you can't see shit. Yeah. We're gonna put the lights right over top of your truck, so you can't see them. Stupid game. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what to expect with this thing. But we made it. Survived. Adapted, we overcame, whatever. Adjusted to the situation. Can't get overwhelmed. You step back from it for a second. A couple breaths. And go back to it. I don't believe it's an anxiety issue. And I think a lot of people, if they have that, I get it. People have things going on. But I think if they just would learn to do that, instead of just going crazy right off the bat, or whatever. I'm not saying crazy. I'm not saying something's crazy. Blowing it out of proportion right off the bat. Things don't always go your way. Sorry. Part of life. There was no such thing as anxiety when I was a kid. There wasn't. And just somebody throwing a temper tantrum. Or throwing a fit because they didn't get their way. Now it's just, oh, I got anxiety. No, you just didn't get your way and now you're pissed off. It's so stressful. It's life. You just gotta find a way to deal with it. Medication shouldn't be the way. You know? Should not everything should be medication. Now you're a zombie. Sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm sure I am. And not everything is puppies and butterfly kisses. That's rough. You have days that are just frustrating and whatever, but it's life. You shouldn't have to dope yourself up to get through it. I get it. You know, some people can't talk to other people. Well, that's just being shy. You know? And for people who don't have that in them to confront somebody or to state their opinions and stuff like that, it's just that the fact that you're shy. It's not that your anxiety is just talk well in groups or whatever. If that's the case, everybody in the world has anxieties. Really? It just got up to speed and now it's going to drop. Everybody in the world's got anxiety, if that's the case. I mean, everybody. Because we don't all have whatever. It's just the way you handle it. And again, everybody's got something going on. You never know what's going on in people's bellies. If you knew what was going on in everybody's head around you, probably would just stay home. He's like, I'm not gonna die today. I'm just gonna stay home. You know, you listen to this guy who's, we could hear voices. You know, what this going through this person's head. I can't believe she cheated on me again. You know. And then you got the lady over here at the grocery store. My credit card bill is so high, I can't believe that. This is all going through her head, but you can hear this. That would drive me completely insane if you could hear people's thoughts. Holy heck. Like, I wish I could read your mind. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you knew what was rattling around in this bird cage, you would scream. It'd probably give you anxiety. First of all, my mind is always going. Always going. I think I got something. Honestly. I don't know what it would be. I don't know if there's different levels of ADD or ADHD or whatever it is. Again, I don't know all the technical terms because me, it's just me, right? Because they didn't have that stuff when I was a kid. They have the ADD and the ADHD and whatever it is, the different things. They didn't have that. It wasn't diagnosed. It was. I don't think autism was a thing. I don't think I'm autistic by any means, but I think I have something. I don't know. But I've never been diagnosed, and I don't want to be on medication, so I'm just gonna. I've lasted this long, I'm just gonna keep going. Why can't we get out of this 50-mile-an-hour crap? I want to hit the highway. That's all I ask. That'll be 55 for about 100 feet, and then it'll switch. Yeah, I gotta move some stuff around in my office. That's gonna be a busy weekend. Today, Thursday? Yeah, real day is Thursday. It's Thursday, March 5th. Real day. But, that was 55. Fuck you then. I'm sure I'm gonna have to stop at 8,000 stops. This is always a tricky area to get in and out of. It's the way they got this all routed. It feels like you're not getting anywhere. You're just taking out these roads. The next thing you know, you're in California. It's like, did I even go through Oregon? That's crazy. I always thought about living in Washington. It's a beautiful area if you live in the right parts of it. You know, certain parts of Washington are not the best. A lot of drugs. Not just marijuana. I don't care about marijuana. It doesn't bother me. I don't partake. But if you do, go for it. I'm not one to judge it. But it's the other things. I mean, but those things are everywhere. Methamphetamines, heroin, all those things. Just people being addicted to drugs. That next high. And they'll do just about anything to get to where they gotta get. You know what I'm saying? Robberies and It's crazy. Not people rob people just for robbing people. I think that's a job. It's not a job. Let me tell you. It's not a job. Stealing from people is not a job. Working is a job. I don't understand people. I never will. My turn on this earth is coming toward the end of it. Yeah, I'm assuming I got a little while yet. But I'm over halfway for sure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm well over halfway. I'm probably 2/3 my age. I've seen a lot of stuff in my time. Some good, some bad, some really bad. And you just can't unsee. Don't get into those things. But life. You just bottle it up and put it away. No, it's not. It's not healthy to do that. Oh no! Oh no! It's God. My high beam button is on that sim panel. And I don't want to push the button. I don't want it to fall off the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna build that box this weekend. You get it clamped down better. Eugene. 143 miles to go. I think it's all highway now. I don't think we got too many small towns. But I think I might buy that garage in Sacramento. I know on my other accounts I own Sacramento garage. It's not like not all the way Northern California, but it's up there. So then you can get to Reno, you can get to Oregon and Washington and stuff. I really don't know how much quick traveling I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? As far as, oh, we're gonna jump to here, I think I'm just gonna stick with, screw the garage then. I think I'm just, until I run out of room with trucks. I think I'm just gonna stick with taking a load out of wherever I'm at. So if I'm in, whenever I just was, Washington, that's where, Vancouver, Washington, whatever, that's where I'm taking the load out of. I'm not taking it out of Salem, Oregon, or whatever. I'm not going to quick travel to Elko, Nevada to get a load out of there because it disappears anyway when you get there. It's a time travel thing. I'll have to get a thumbnail along the line here somewhere. Maybe right now, take care of it and get it done. I like hauling logs. There's some of these loads that are logs. I'm gonna have to get a change the time of day, so I gotta apologize in advance for the brightness. It's gonna get bright. There. I have to get it so I can get my doohickey up in the corner. Let's put it up in the upper left this time. There we go. And back to the road. Screenshot. That's thumbnails for me. Unless it's one of those historic monument places. Then it's yeah. Work to do this weekend. When? I have no idea. Saturday afternoon, maybe. No, I gotta get it done before that. Maybe tonight I'll get that thing clamped down to build that box and get it clamped down to my desk. Or my cockpit thing. Then I can do some zip tying. with the wires. Oh, 60. Move it up 5 miles an hour. Hell yeah. Yeah, people at work can't understand why I wake up so early to do this. Like, you could be sleeping. You could be sleeping and then go to work. This is my way of waking up. You know? I'm just not one of those people that can wake up, you know, half an hour before they gotta go to work, jump in the shower, and then run to work. I'm not that guy. Oh, high speed or you got 2 cops. Cut them off. Yeah, I'm not that person that can do that. I know people that are like that. So then, to me, and my thing of it is that all day long I'd be running late. All day long I'd be running late. I feel behind because I'm running in the door. That's why I always get there early. It has nothing to do with, even if I can't start early, like I can at my job, I can clock in and work. They pay you from the minute you clock in to the minute you clock out. And they don't have a problem with it. I've had jobs where you can't clock in until this time. So they get on you about that. It's like, this place where I'm at, they're like, we want you working early. If you want to work that extra 10 minutes, go for it. If you don't want to clock in till this time, then don't do that. But don't clock in and just sit there. You know what I mean? You don't clock in and then go sit in a break room for 10 minutes and then go to work. No. You clock in and go to work. You want to sit in a break room, sit out in your car until it's time for you to start your shift. Otherwise, get to work. You're not getting paid to sit there. Do nothing. It's completely understandable. I'd be mad too if somebody decided they were going to get paid out for doing nothing. Ugh. I got the yawns. Yeah, I think I got something. I think it's almost an anxiety thing that where I have to be to work early. Have to. Can't be late. I typically show up about 20 minutes early. I don't think that's too much. But then by the time I get inside and I clock in, I'm there 15 minutes early on a daily basis. Oops. Punching it. I don't need to be punching it. Unless I know that our schedule is pretty thick and heavy, then I'll show up an hour and a half early. I don't care. They don't, like, you can show up at this time, that's fine. We want you to work the overtime. Because I would rather come in early and work earlier than to work later. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of my shift, I just want to go. I mean, I'll stay there if I have to get things done. But I'd rather come in early than to stay late. Because I'm still going to wake up at the same time in the morning. If I stay later, then it shortens up that time that I have between the end of my shift and the time I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Squeeze it out. You lose 2 hours on the other end. It's like, I just lost 2 hours of sleep. Or 2 hours of relaxation time, or whatever you call it. If you go in 2 hours early, it's not a big deal because I'm already awake. I just won't be able to record. That's not a big deal. It's one day. You know? It is what it is. It just feels like this thing's looking down. What's up with this button? Ah, yeah, I guess I can look this way too. Down on the D-pad is my center of the camera back to where it's supposed to be. It just feels like I'm looking down as opposed to out. I don't know. I guess I'm used to the before I adjusted the height of the TV and everything, or monitor, it was on the TV. I was looking up. I dropped this whole thing down about 8 inches, give or take. Didn't measure. And instead of looking up and having a stiff neck, it's just straight out now. Now I'm trying to get used to that. But I am thinking about bumping up to a bigger screen. Currently a 40, bump it to a 50. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, my tools of the trade, I guess you might call them, are down in the description. So it's a G29 Logitech steering wheel, Logitech G29 steering wheel, and the sim panel box. It's not the one with the CB on it. I didn't get that version. And I don't plan on being on multiplayer. Maybe on the live one. I don't plan on being on multiplayer and talking to people because I'm uploading, right? I'm not going to invite people in to my uploads. When I do the live stuff on my Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe then I will invite people into, well, I'm not going to do a Discord, but like if you wanted to jump in, follow me, or take the same loads or whatever. Different story. And things will progress, right? So maybe eventually a Discord, but I can't have everybody in Discord. That's just too chaotic. First of all, you never know what people are going to say. Certain things just are not okay, you know? Unless I absolutely know you on a personal level, odds are you're not getting in my Discord. If I even set one up. I had one set up a long time ago, but I don't remember any of the stuff to log into it. So I would have to completely start a new one. 55 again. Man, I wish is Oregon speed limit only 55? Really annoying. That way, I think California's the same. Like 5? Is it the 5 that goes north and south? Or is it the 10? One of those. We got 250 miles. Yeah, and I guess if your garages, like I've complained about before, mentioned before, if your garages had service centers, in other words, you could go there and get your trucks fixed in your garage, because it's your garage, and you've upgraded it all the way. I think that should be a thing. You should be able to get fuel and fix your trucks. They'll charge you, whatever. But that's why they want that money, right? The game wants the money. The game wants the money. They'll charge me. I don't care. Bill me. Whatever. They'll let me fix it at my house, at my garage. That's a bird. Yeah, so the sim panel box, I have the racing cockpit and the racing stand for that, monitor / TV stand. I recommend that as well, unless you have like a scissor arm, like you could have your TV mounted on. I didn't want to put holes in the wall, so I bought the stand. Which again, like I said, from where I'm sitting, and I'm sitting back against the seat, it's about 6 to 8 inches, 6 inches probably, from my fingertips to the screen. I reach my arms up. I don't have orangutan arms, so That's a thing. But I mean, if you have your my seat's lean back because it's a bucket seat with a lever on it, so it is lean back. You can. I'm not one of those people that can put that seat up straight up and down, whack my elbow, straight up and down and drive. Even in my car, real, I can't drive my seat straight up and down. I mean, I'm not laying down in the back seat, but I am lean back just a little bit. It's not comfortable for me to be sitting straight up. I've seen people like that. It's like, how do you drive like that? Really? But you know what? You be you. You be you. I mean, I'm not like driving a low rider. Like, what's up, Holmes? You got your seat leaned all on the back. You got your armrest, and you can barely see over the windshield. That's not me. So anyway, that's how I sit when I'm driving out here. And it's essentially just a bucket seat. You gotta stop at the Ag Center. Is there a speed pass on this thing? Prepare to slow down. Alright. Just had an inspection. It's just pipes. There's no agriculture on the trailer. Tubes or whatever these things are. Pipes. Whatever. Any food in there? Nope. Yeah. I mean, it's not super uncomfortable. I was actually looking at seat covers. Like bucket seats. There were some that were expensive and some that weren't, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. We'll see how it's like in the summertime. I know it's gonna be sticking to the seats here. We'll see. We'll see what it's like. But again, if you guys have any questions on it, feel free to ask. I'm not gonna be the guy who doesn't answer questions. I don't have too many subscribers and followers to where I can't ignore my fans. I know YouTubers that are like that. And I also know YouTubers that are a decent size, you know, close to 500,000 subscribers, and they'll answer comments and stuff. So then I know people that are in the millions, and they don't get two squats about any of that. And I get it, because how are you going to read every comment? Answer every question, and all that. It's hard to do. I can do it right now, because I don't have that level. But I remember coming through here. I remember. I remember when Northern California was, I forget what the name of the dams. It wasn't Redding. What the name of the, Hobart or something? That sound familiar? Whatever the top of the California was when we first started playing the game. We had California, Nevada, and Arizona. You could only go so far north. There was like one delivery you had to deliver on the side of the highway. Up here in the northern part of California. Damn, that's a turn, boys. I mean, went right right back to work now. Right back to work. Just about. So yeah, steering wheel works good. The sim panel thing is good once I get it mounted. And again, if you're mounting to a desk, you'll be fine. I'm not mounting. I didn't mount this to a desk. I'm not sitting at a computer desk playing this game. In a racing cockpit, so I have to modify this thing to get it to be what I want. Ouch. What I want. Yeah. I'm planning for my future. I'm trying to come up with an idea for a side hustle. Not this kind of side hustle. Ready in California. I'm already in California. What? So we're on to 5. I was gonna say we're on to 5. I played this enough to know that this is the one that goes north and south of California. There's a 5 and the 10. I've been on this road enough times. Lots of loads going this way. One of these, I think it's this one, the 44, it goes toward Elko and all that. It's one of these intersections. You could go west toward Elko or east, sorry, toward Elko and Reno. Maybe it's up further. And I think the 5 is only 55 miles an hour truck. I might be wrong. Been a minute since I've been over here. But yeah, anyway, I was trying to come up with a side hustle. I don't know, because whatever I do for a side hustle is going to take away from this. But we'll see down in the future, that many years from now, how this is still going. This could become a side hustle. This could be, you know, if it continues to increase the followers, the subscribers, and whatever platform I'm on. Otherwise, they might be cutting back on this and doing something else. I want to stay somewhat active, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're just sitting, my job, current job, is a standing job 90% of the time. And you can sit for certain things, but they don't care if you sit for everything, but it's kind of hard to sit down if you got to do shipping. You just wheel it around in an office chair. But, you know, I don't have a desk job where I'm just sitting at a desk. Because if you had a desk job, and then you come home and you sit at a desk again and play your games or whatever you do, it's really not good for you. It's not. You should be up and moving around and doing some blood pumping and all that. I'm not talking about the trips to the bathroom at work or walking to your car. I get my steps in. 85. I had 85 steps today. Yeah. 85 steps. But I work in a different place. I don't know how many steps I get in now. I should put up an hour on my phone. But I know at my other job that I had, it was over 20,000 steps a day. So when I get home, the last thing I want to do is go for a walk or anything like that. You know? Whereas if you had an office job, you should get up and go for a walk, get some blood pumping. You know, go for a mile or 2 or whatever. I don't know what I'm looking for. There's no traffic. I was gonna look to the left. I got a feeling today's gonna be a long day at work. And generally they go by fast, but it's just the way that the day has started so far up to this point. It's like one of those things where it's, this is going wrong, this is going wrong. But what's next? And you have those days. But you just have to adjust to it. Go into like a quarry or something, or oil tanker, and pipes. I don't know that word. Yeah, I love my job. So it won't be the job that I have to do. It'll just be, God forbid something happens at work, but it'll just be iffy on what's next, what's going to happen. I get pulled over on my way to work. I shouldn't even say that. I don't speed, so I went through all that phase of my life. I don't have to do that. I should anymore. I haven't had a speeding. I've only ever gotten one in my whole life. Knock on wood. I've only ever gotten one speeding ticket, and I was being a moron. Completely my fault. 100% deserved it. Wasn't accidental. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that. Well, that's what they want to hear. That's not what they want to hear. Like, sorry, officer. I messed up. Maybe you'll get off on it. I've got a lot of warnings. That I have. Got a lot of warnings. But only one speeding ticket. Two parking tickets. One was BS, the other one was pretty much BS. They're both BS. Alright, where are we going? Vitamin? They're the ones that own the mines. Go work ahead. Stop light. Orange flashing, so it shouldn't stop. So where am I taking my nose? This one? Gonna make me wait at this light. Wow, that's a bright light shining in my cab. Thank you for that. Does this turn green? Oh, it does. Alright. Again, I want to take this quick seconds to thank you again for watching. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't have a problem with answering your questions. Oh, it's valet parking here too? Excellent. No damage. Show me the money. Continue. Alright, that's it. Again, thank you for watching. And I actually hope to see you on see y'all on the next video. Bye, everybody.